We have seen several emotional scenes at the Madlanga Commission, but what happened today has left many people crying. Witness K, an alleged lover of EMPD Deputy Chief Julius Mkwanazi, broke down in tears and cried out that if they want to arrest her, she should be arrested alongside Julius Mkwanazi. She made the biggest confession today after she busted the truth behind the theft of the precious stones worth millions of rands. All the lies Mkwanazi has been telling us about the incident was clearly exposed. The most interesting part that drew the attention of everyone was when she revealed she was the one whom Mkwanazi sent to do the robbery for him. And then, they were into a romantic relationship. This is more complicated than we thought. Grab a cup of coffee, take a sit, because this interesting story is going to be long and not worth missing any part. Some of the extremely sensitive parts where he made mention of some sexual encounter with Mkwanazi were deleted from mainstream media, but I have a compilation of everything ready for you. Do you think Julius Mkwanazi should be sentenced to life imprisonment? Let's have your opinion in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates.
Mr. Mkwanazi, as you indicate that he was not present at that meeting in Cyrildene.
Yes, I did speak to him.
And what did you share with him? What did you tell him?
My apology. If it's not me who spoke to him, it should be Officer Stolz who spoke to him to update him.
Thank you, Witness K. You can proceed from paragraph 17.
The following day, on Sunday, 12 February 2023, I met with Mr. Simon at the same house in Cyrildene where we had met the day before. Mr. Simon gave me hard cash in the amount of 110,000. After receiving the money, I went to meet Mr. Mkwanazi at a car wash. He then phoned Officer Stolz to come to the car wash. We shared the money equally amongst 5 of us. I gave them 88,000 for Mr. Mkwanazi, Officer Stolz, and Mackenzie, as well as Mr. van der Veld. I kept the 22,000 for myself.
Please proceed to the next paragraph.
Soon after this, my relationship with Mr. Mkwanazi ended, and we stopped communicating.
The street. This is the owner of the precious stone speaking. He then indicates that pictures of the sugar light are attached. I won't take you there. But in the final sentence there in paragraph 31, he says the market value of the sugar light minerals removed from my apartment is worth approximately 14 million rand. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Can I ask you to comment in light of the owners?
If you say approximately, so perhaps you should say approximately 15 million. If it's 14.9.
Indeed, Chair, it's generously. I'm actually being generous. It's more, to the tune of 15 million. Witness K, can I ask you to comment on the following? In light of the market value that the owner attaches to the sugar light that was removed from his apartment versus the amount that was paid to yourselves and the 4 other individuals, is there a comment that you would like to make between the differences in those amounts?
Okay, here I will say I admit I followed up the information with the lack of knowledge as well from my side, because I couldn't tell even those boxes that were set on the table what was the value for them at the time. How do we negotiate, or how do we finalize everything after he got what he wanted from us? So seeing this so much, I don't know if I should say I was used and
Witness K.
I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm curious to know why you did not ask your friend who was knowledgeable about these precious stones. Why did you not ask him about the price or the value, seeing that you were so keen to involve him in whatever that you were doing? If he knew about permits, surely he would know what the value of the stones were.
Okay, I think that's my mistake, because after the boxes were handed over to Mr. Jemo, it means maybe I had to fetch him from where he stays, come and include him here so that he can also check them and say no. If we have so much boxes, from receiving the stones, it was going to be maybe more administration and all that. So I was not even, I didn't have that knowledge that they will finally reach to this amount at the end of the day.
I'm looking at your statement.
The purpose of my statement is to come forward and assist the Commission with a matter that is currently seized with. I have come forward because I want to acknowledge my role in what happened, and I want to give the Commission information about the precious stone case.
The next heading that appears there is Precious Stones Case. You can continue at paragraph 3.
Sometime in 2022, I met Mr. Julius Mkwanazi. I had bumped into him on several occasions outside of the workplace. Mr. Mkwanazi and I began dating later that year.
Please continue to paragraph 4.
During 2023, while Mr. Mkwanazi was the director at the Killarney Metropolitan Police Department, he was suspended for reasons unknown to me at that time. From there on out, Mr. Mkwanazi would regularly ask me to borrow him some money. His requests for financial assistance were very frequent, and despite promising to do so, he did not pay me back. As his girlfriend, I made plans to assist him with groceries, paying for his legal fees and his disciplinary case at work, and help him to pay school fees for his children. However, things got to a point where I was no longer able to assist him financially. I explained to him that I have children at home and my own responsibilities at home that I needed to take care of.
Witness K, when you say in paragraph 4 that Mr. Mkwanazi began asking you to borrow money, do you recall how soon after you started a relationship with him did the requests for financial assistance start? Was it immediately? A few weeks later? How long?
I think 2 months after the communication.
All right.
Yeah, I think 2 months after.
Witness K, you can continue to paragraph 5, please.
When I could no longer borrow Mr. Mkwanazi any more money from my salary, and I had depleted my savings, he asked me to keep my ear to the ground and pass any information that involved money onto him. I then remembered information that I had previously received from an informant about illegal stones in possession of someone at a block of flats in Killarney. I had received this information 6 months before this discussion with Mr. Mkwanazi. I had not acted on the information and had kept it to myself, as I was no longer working in the operations and could no longer use it.
Witness K, when you say in paragraph 5 that Mr. Mkwanazi asked you to keep your ear to the ground and pass any information that involved money onto him, what did you understand that to mean? What did you understand him to be asking you?
He wanted me for any information that might come up that he can work on it, can I pass it to him?
What do you mean by work on it? Any information that he can work on it. What does working on the information, how does that tie to involving money?
Anything that if I get the information and the information becomes positive, then there can be an exchange of something after that information.
Of something?
Something in exchange
for money. Is that correct?
for money. Yes.
Thank you. Witness K, you're now at paragraph 6.
I came to know of this informant when I conducted operational duties in my previous role. During my time in operations, I would routinely receive information and tips from various informers and members of the general public concerning possible unlawful activities such as drug possession and dealing and possessions of hijacked and stolen vehicles. In my capacity as a Metro Police officer, I had access to relevant sources and backup. In order to act on such information in the ordinary course upon receiving information, my colleagues and I will attend the scene, question persons at the scene, and conduct a search and seizure operation after receiving their consent. In circumstances where an arrest had to be made, we will detain the suspect and take them to the nearest police station for further processing.
Witness K, when you say in paragraph 6, I came to know of this informant when I conducted operational duties in my previous role. Can you explain what you mean by operational duties?
Sorry. My roles, my duties now are different from the previous duties I was working on, where I was able to follow up information, do those stop and search, arrest and follow up information and make any arrest that came up.
And when you refer to a previous role, what role was that?
The previous role, it's where I still, it's when my duties allowed me to go and do the house search, do the stop and search of the vehicles, follow up information if this car is stolen or it was hijacked.
And was this role that you're referring to, your previous role, was it inside JMPD or outside the organization?
Inside JMPD.
So Witness K, in light of your statement in paragraph 6, where you say because you were no longer performing operational duties, you, upon receiving this information, you indicate that you did nothing with it. You kept it to yourself.
Yes.
So you, despite leaving an operational role, you didn't pass the information on to any of your colleagues who are still in operations?
No, I didn't share it with anyone.
So you didn't share it with a superior in operations either?
No, I didn't.
Please proceed to paragraph 7.
Just before that, we have noticed that the chats that you will be dealing with later have a picture of someone. Whoever that may be, whether it's the witness or a child or whoever, is it not possible to, I don't want to say crop it out because I understand cropping to relate to the outer edges, but do something similar to cropping so as to get rid of the picture?
Chair, if I may allay your concern, that has been done. When we get to the chats, you will see that our attorneys have redacted the features in the background.
All right.
All that remains is the text itself.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Witness K, you were at paragraph 7 on page 3 of your statement.
Yes.
You may read paragraph 7, please.
I then told Mr. Mkwanazi about the informer and mentioned that the informer needed someone to get the stones for him from the owner. Mr. Mkwanazi asked me to get in touch with the informer, and he will assemble a team together to follow the information received.
So, when the informer told you that he wanted someone to get the stones for him from the owner, what did you understand get the stones to mean? How did the informer expect a person to get those stones?
To be honest, I will say to get somebody who will steal those stones for him.
And so the reference to the owner at paragraph 7, when you say to get the stones from the owner, you mean the owner of the precious stones?
Yes.
Is it even accurate to refer to such a person as an informer? If it's basically someone who wanted the assistance of the Metropolis and whoever else to assist in laying their hands on the stones, is it even accurate to call that person an informer?
No, but okay, no, my apology to call him the informer.
No need to apologize. Just respond.
No need to call him the informer.
No, I was saying there is no need for you to apologize. And then my question is it accurate to call this person an informer?
No, there is no need for me to call him the informer.
You are basically saying it is not accurate to call the person an informer. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Yes, Ms. Mkwanazi.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness K, you've just answered to say that the individual you refer to in paragraph 7, what he wanted to do is to get somebody to steal the stones. Is that correct?
Yes.
My question to you is, was that the first time he had made such a request to you? So this particular individual, was this the first time they'd asked something like this of you?
No, he used to tell us if there's a car that was stolen, maybe in Sedaldine, that I can come and check it and all that. But with the stones, it was the first information.
Okay. And so when you say this individual would give you information about a stolen car or information about a potential crime, why would he give you that information? What was the expectation that you would do with that information?
He will give the information, then we will go to that house with the information. When we get to that house, if that information is positive, then we do the necessary. We book the car at the nearest dating, and then if we found the suspect, we take the suspect to the nearest police station.
Okay, so historically or previously, when you would receive information from this person, the information would be related to law enforcement. So he would be telling you information related to a potential crime. Is that correct?
Yes.
But would you agree that this scenario was different because he was giving you information in order to obtain something different as opposed to ensuring the enforcement of the law? Is that right?
Yes.
Witness.
Now it looks like it does become an informer. Thank you.
It's a dual role.
In respect of all the other things we're talking about, but not insofar as the stones were concerned. Please continue, Ms. Mutlase.
Thank you, Chair. Witness K, you are now at paragraph 8.
Sometime in January or early February 2023, Mr. Mkwanazi came very persistent about getting the information on the stones and continuously followed up with me until I was able to get in touch with the informer. I was ultimately able to get hold of the informer. I contacted him on one of his contact numbers.
Witness K, are you able to disclose the name of the informer in paragraph 8? There's no need for you to read the telephone number, but are you able to identify the name of the informer in paragraph 8?
His name is Jengo Simon.
Thank you, Witness K. You are now on paragraph 9.
In my discussions with him, we discussed the information he had initially given to me about the stones. Mr. Simon was still interested in getting the stones. When he initially shared the information about the stones with me, Mr. Simon had driven with me in his car at Killarney to show me the block of flats in Killarney near the mall where the stones were kept. Mr. Simon pointed out the block of flats to me and gave me the unit number of the flat where the stones were kept. I then gave these details to Mr. Mkwanazi.
Thank you, Witness K. Can I ask you a few questions related to that paragraph? In the first sentence of paragraph 9, you say there, in my discussions with him. That him, is it a reference to Mr. Django or is that a reference to Mr. Mkwanazi?
Mr. Django.
Thank you. You then say later on, the next sentence, you say that he was still interested in getting the stones. So am I correct that after you had relayed the information to Mr. Mkwanazi, you made contact then with Mr. Django? Is that right?
Yes.
And when you spoke, please continue.
I'm saying that's how it happened. After I spoke to Mkwanazi, I had to call Django.
And is it correct that when you then spoke to Mr. Django, he was still interested in getting the stones, as you put it?
Yes, he was still interested.
Right. You then say in the next sentence that you drove with him in his car.
Officer Norman McKenzie, who were dressed in uniform. Mr. Mkwanazi also introduced me to...
Sorry, Witness K. And what uniform was this?
Ekurhuleni Metropolis uniform.
Thank you. Please continue.
Mr. Mkwanazi also introduced me to a man dressed in plain clothes, who I now know as Andy van der Veld, and who I understand to be a civilian. This was the first time that I had met any of them. While at Nando's, I shared with them the information from the informer and explained that he was looking for someone who could get him stones and he was willing to pay for the stones.
to get the stones. I think that article, the definite article, is important.
Still on paragraph 11, you indicate there that you met Mr. Mkwanazi at the Nando's at that address. How did you get to that Nando's? Did you drive there? Did you walk there? Is it nearby? How did you get there?
I drove there in the morning.
Okay. And what car were you driving that morning?
It should be a red Golf 5.
Your recollection is that it was a red Golf 5?
Yes.
Okay. How did Mr. Mkwanazi get to that Nando's to meet you? Was he also driving?
He was driving a white. Yes, he was also driving.
And yes, you were proceeding to tell us what he was driving?
He was driving a white RAV4 Toyota.
Okay. Are you aware of how the others arrived at Nando's? Did Officer Stolz drive as well, to your knowledge?
Yes, I think it was 2 VW. I don't know if it's Golf 7 or what Golf, yeah.
And what color are they?
But it's EMPD cars.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm saying it's EMPD cars.
Cars. And you indicated that they arrived in Golfs. Is that right? Or did I?
Yeah. Yes.
What kind? Do you recall the model or not?
I can't tell if it was a Golf 7 or what, but it's a VW.
Okay. Now, you indicate in paragraph 11 that at the meeting at Nando's was yourself, Mr. Mkwanazi, as well as Officers Stolz, Mackenzie, and Mr. Van der Walt. Correct?
Yes.
So just to make sure, you've confirmed the model of the car you were driving and the model of the car that Mr. Mkwanazi was driving. Do you know how the 3 other individuals arrived? Did they come in separate cars? Did they drive together? Do you recall how they arrived at the meeting at Nando's?
I first met with Mkwanazi first. Mm-hmm. So when they came in, we were already inside the restaurant. But when they left, I think I saw, those 2 cars.
Those 2 cars that you had.
They came. Yes,
please
they
continue.
came separate.
Yes, you said they came. Please continue.
They came separate. Mr. Mkwanazi, he was in a white RAV4, and then the other 3, they were using those 2 cars.
Thank you. Witness K, Witness K, did you want to supplement your answer? Did you want to say something?
Yes, sorry. I can't tell if Keisha Stolz was alone or Keisha Stolz was with the civilian guy and Mr. Mackenzie was alone in the car.
All right. But your evidence is that you recall the 3 of them arriving in 2 cars and that the cars are EMPD Golfs.
Yes.
Do you recall the color?
Sorry. It was white.
One of them or both of them was white?
I can't remember if one was marked, the other one was unmarked, or both were white in color. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
No, that's noted. That's noted. Witness K, still in paragraph E. My apologies. Still in paragraph 11, you indicate in the second last sentence there. In fact, it's the last sentence. You say, while at Nando's, I shared with them the information from the informer and explained that he was looking for someone who could get him the stones and he was willing to pay for the stones. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
So what is the information that you shared at that meeting at Nando's to everyone who was gathered there? What is the information that you shared from the informer?
Okay, I told them that the informer knows somebody who resides at Killarney, flat number. Then I gave them the unit number and I gave them the directions, and that person is in possession of the stones. Once they get the stones, this informer is willing to pay.
And you've earlier indicated that the point of the plan, the plan was to essentially steal those stones from the owner. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, based on your recollection at this meeting, as you shared this information with the people who were present at that meeting, they understood that the plan was to go to the apartment in Killarney and steal the stones.
Yes, they were aware.
They were aware that the plan was to go into the apartment and to steal the stones.
Yes.
Okay. Witness K, with reference to the stones, when you say you provided them with information, at that point in time, what did you know about the stones? Were you aware of what they're called? Were you aware of how they looked? What did you know about the stones?
I only know that some were purple, some were green, but I couldn't tell more of that. I didn't have enough knowledge of those stones as well.
At that time, when you were sharing this information at the meeting at Nando's, did you know the name of those stones? Or what did you refer to them as when you were sharing this information?
The informer was calling them sugar light stones. Something like that, sugar light.
Thank you, Witness K. So, apart from yourself, did anyone else at that meeting have any knowledge about the stones? So, apart from what you shared with them, did anyone else there have knowledge on the stones?
Yes, I think the civilian guy had the info, had more knowledge on the stones.
And what's your reason for thinking that the civilian had more knowledge on the stones?
Because later during the day, when we met with the informer, he was the one who knew the value of those stones. They could rate at how much.
Witness K, is it correct that basically at Nando's the five of you met in order to plan the events of that morning? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so in practical terms, please explain what the plan was to get the stones. Did you discuss in practical terms what would happen step by step?
Okay, my role here was to give the information of what I got from the informer, and Mr. Mkwanazi is the one who organized people who will go to Killarney. And then later we managed to meet with the informer, and then the agreement and everything was later.
So, Witness K, to make sure I understand you, you're saying your role was to bring the information and to engage with the informer, but the manner in which the stones were to be taken, am I correct in saying that you didn't have much knowledge of that? Is that correct?
Yes.
And that
yes.
you left the practicalities, the practical steps, you left those to Mr. Mkwanazi.
Mr. Mkwanazi and his people. Yes.
Thank you. Witness K, can I invite you to carry on at paragraph 12?
Okay. After our meeting, we went our separate ways. Officer Stolz, Mackenzie, and Mr. Van der Walt went to Killarney to get the stones. I then went home. I don't I don't know where Mr. Mkwanazi went. Approximately an hour and a half after I arrived home, Officer Stolz phoned me. She phoned me and...
Sorry, witness K. I apologize. Can I stop you? Can I stop you there? In that first sentence of paragraph 12, you say that after the meeting, everybody went their separate ways. And you say that Officer Stolz, Mackenzie, and Mr. Van der Walt went to Killarney to get the stones. Based on your recollection, did they go directly to Killarney after the meeting, or did they make any stops on the way?
No, they started at Rosebank Police Station to make an OP entry that they are from Ekurhuleni, but they will be working in the area of Joburg, of Johannesburg.
And this reporting to the police station in Rosebank, was that something that had been discussed and agreed upon at the meeting at Nando's that morning?
No.
So how did you become aware that they had stopped at the Rosebank SAPS?
They told me after they made that entry. After they made that entry, they are now proceeding to the flat.
Thank you, Witness K. Still on that second sentence, can I please ask you to turn to your exhibit bundle? That's your file number 2.
Okay. Okay, I'm there.
Could you please turn to CJC 308? It starts on page 1. CJC 308. You just turn the page, it starts on page 1.
Oh, okay. I'm there.
That front cover there, you see there's a document with an SAPS emblem in color. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Do you see that? And at the top of the page, it is labeled Forensic Science Laboratory. It has a laboratory number. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
There's a reference number beneath the emblem, and towards the bottom half of the page there, do you see the words Hillbrow with a CAS number?
Yes, I do, Commissioner.
Do you recognize that CAS number?
Yes, I do. I see it here.
Do you see it? Do you recognize it? Have you come across it before?
No.
No. All right. I can confirm for you that evidence has been led that that's the CAS number for the Precious Stones case.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I was not aware of.
Thank you. Let me ask you to please turn to page 2.
Okay, I'm there.
And these images, Witness K, are extracted from the security footage at the apartment in Killarney. So the front page that I showed you,
okay.
Yes, the front page that I showed you shows that this is a report that was prepared by the Forensic Science Lab, and these are the images that are contained in that lab. Do you see them?
Okay, I see them.
Do you recall I earlier asked you if you saw a picture of the apartment in Killarney, would you be able to recognize it?
Yes.
Do you see that building there on page 2?
Yes, I do see it.
Do you recognize it, or is it unfamiliar to you? Have you seen it before? Before these photos, have you seen it, or is it unfamiliar to you?
No, I have seen it before.
Where have you seen it?
Yes.
Where have you seen it?
By the time the informer took me there.
So this is... See. My apologies. Please continue. Please continue.
when the informer gave me the information, he managed to show me the flat here in Killarney. So that's the only time I saw it.
And the flat that he showed you is the building in the image you're seeing there?
Yes.
Do you see in the bottom right corner, if you're on page 2, that first image,